Oh yes. Oh yes, guys, we are back. We are back. Today is going to be a solo show with your man Ronnie Wrong in the building. Like always, guys, before you walk in, please make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember to click all because we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, unfortunately, Hakeem would not be with us today. So it's just me today doing solo. And you already know Jordan will not be with us as well. But of course, happy birthday to the KI Culture Radio Go. Hakeem's mother, today is her birthday, so we want to give her love and respect and send down the birthday wishes. Like first thing first, like always, shout out to those right now watching us all across the board: Facebook, Instagram, Kick, and also Twitch. Make sure you follow. It's so very important for you guys to follow us so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to those right now watching us on Rumble and also X. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in each and every time we go live. You know, Bingo and you already know TikTok. We cannot forget you guys too, man. Shout out to you guys always tuning in. Right now, we got over 60 people right now watching us on Bingo Live. Shout out to that one person right now watching us on TikTok. And of course, I got to give love to Rumble because yesterday I didn't see it. We didn't see it towards the end. I want to get a special shout out to Lady Patriots that was coming through on the Rumble side. And she always showing us love and support. So hopefully when she watches the show on the playback, she will see that we gave her love and support. Like always, shout out to the beautiful and the lovely Evelyn in the building. Say hi, and also say happy birthday to Prince Hakeem's mother. So happy birthday once again to Prince Hakeem's mother. Ooh, man, we getting older, guys, man. We getting older. So first thing first, you already know, guys, beautiful outside, man. Hopefully you guys enjoying y'all lovely Tuesday, prepping up for Thanksgiving. You know, even though Thanksgiving here, but we got a lot of things to talk about. Shout out to King Roosters that's also in the building. But now we're about to move on to, you know, first thing first, guys. You know, we're gonna go ahead and talk about sports. So yesterday, you already know it was Monday Night Football between my team, the 49ers, against the, Carolina Panthers. And, the Panthers lost. Oh, 20. Of course, 49 dominated them 20-9. But however, Jennings got into a little shuffle. When I mean a shuffle, guy, one of the players on one of the defensive end from the Carolina, Trayvon, pretty much hit him right in the groin, and we're gonna play that clip, and we definitely is gonna talk about it. Man, I don't know, for some reason, guys, like these players are not playing; they are playing dirty. Let's take a list. Let's take a watch.
Told. Took exception to it, and then at the end, he and Merrick.
And there's your final 20-9. And Juwan Jennings is getting into it with somebody. At the end of everybody kind of shaking hands. Both offensive tackles are in there, and that is Trayvon Merrick, who gets that shot to the face from Juwan Jennings before these two teams leave the field.
Yeah, obviously there's something that happened during the ball game or throughout.
Man, TV gonna tell you what happened, man. I was just responding to me some childish behavior. That's all it was.
Yeah, he was.
Man, TV gonna tell you what happened, man. I was just.
And then here's the player that punched him in the nuts.
Most likely.
How will you respond to people that don't know you, that'll see that play tonight and say, oh, he's a dirty player?
I mean, nothing ever dirty is in my game has ever been like that, unless it was, kind of earned, you know what I'm saying? I guess you could say. So,
Bryce is at the podium.
Did you guys have any prior history at all? Have you guys played each other before?
Nah, I don't think so.
It just kind of manifested during this game?
Just manifested, like I said, I wanted to do some stuff after the play, talking crazy. So, that's all there was to it, bro.
What's talking crazy? Would you like to share what talking crazy?
Nah, we ain't gotta share all that, but I guess that's really all it is to it, man. Like, there's nothing else to.
You say he also pushed you in the back?
Yeah, pushed me in the back of the play. So, yeah.
Beyond that, Trayvon.
Now, Trayvon, you know, Juwan Jennings, they did, you know, players, when you're on the field, for the people that are like watching us right now, don't understand how football goes. Most likely they talk trash to one another. They're cool. It's like they have a brotherly love type of relationship. When they're on the field, they talk trash. When they're off the field, they go to the clubs, they hang out, and things like that, and that nature. So what happened was pretty much things didn't go right when he punched him in the nuts. You know, Juwan didn't really like that. Like, you know, that's a really, really dirty play. And unfortunately, Trayvon did get suspended. He did get suspended for the next game. He will not be playing. And I think his suspension will outplay because that was a really, really dirty play. For some people that they didn't really see the play, I'm gonna just play it back so you guys
down low
and slow. I wish I could do it in slow motion, but you can see right there, like he hit him. And everybody saw that he hit him. Even the camera, when they did a replay, they showed that he really hit him. And I remember my friend sent me the video, and I was like, wow, that was really – because I didn't even know that it was that much of a dirty play. That was much of a dirty play. That was like a foul play. But luckily, Juwan was still able to hold his composure. But, you know, stuff like that would have been a fist fight pretty much because that was a really, really dirty play. And unfortunately, with Trayvon, he is suspended, and hopefully he'll learn from this situation. You know, even though I know that it's a game of football, things get rough, things get tough, but you just can't punch somebody in the nuts. Moving along to other trending news when it comes to sports, you already know Klay Thompson. You know, shout out to Evelyn Perez, the beautiful Evelyn Perez sent me this clip. So Klay Thompson pretty much didn't like what John Morant had to say against the Grizzlies, against Dallas Mavericks. It was like 4 games ago, 4 days ago. Pretty much they played, and pretty much Klay literally threw the ball in John Morant's face, and he wasn't too happy. But we're gonna play that clip right now so you guys can take a look at it. I don't know what's going on with these guys today. They becoming very, very emotional, which is very unheard of in a game of basketball. Let me see. So here's Klay right now. Is talking about the whole incident, and you guys can see it from slow motion what transpired.
He has a lot to say all the time, especially for a guy who rarely takes accountability. But you know what? That's for another day. And then with Ja, he's a funny guy.
So
he has a lot to say
Ja,
all the time, especially for a guy who rarely takes accountability. But you know what? That's for another day.
I'm trying to see if I can show you guys the clip. I don't have the clip. Hold on, let me see. I can find a clip for you guys. So you guys can see it. So here you go.
Second night in a row. Wow. Yeah, that's how the game ended last night. 60 rebounds tonight from Memphis. 61, it looks like, plus 20 on the skirmish here. Second night in a row.
Now Klay did get a fragrant for that foul play, but like you said, John Morant do talk a lot. Remember, these are young guys. Remember, people gotta understand when it's a game of sports, there's a lot of trash talking. But when you go too far left to the point that you literally throwing the basketball in someone's face, throwing the football in someone's face, hitting someone in the groin, and doing all those other things, to me, that's why I think you're taking a little bit too far. And these people, they gotta have more emotional control. It seems like a lot of guys today are having a lack of emotional control, and it's messing up the game of sports. Now we understand like the aggressiveness, and you know it's sports, guys. We get it. Us men, we get it when it's coming to the game of sport. But when it started to become violent, that's when things started becoming left for like the fighting, the spitting, and all these other things. These guys need to have more emotional self-control when it comes to stuff like that. Now, John Morant is known for trolling people online, especially basketball players, but Klay probably just had enough. And I'm just wondering exactly what he said. I hope it ain't no mangling styling comment. So, you know, but shout out to you guys, man. I was always watching this, always tuning in, man. Really, really do greatly appreciate you guys. Last topic when it comes to sports. So this one right here is trending right now. This comes from the LGBTQ community. Is related to Donald Trump, and they wasn't really too happy about that. So the first transgender NFL cheerleader claimed that she was fired due to transphobia, saying that the Carolina Panthers was simply following Trump's anti-trans agenda, and I was done. So there was a first trans cheerleader over there pretty much chilling for the Carolina Panthers, and officially was let go due to the fact of pretty much allegedly she's saying because of the Trump anti-trans agenda. Because remember, now what Trump anti-trans agenda pretty much is saying that trans should focus on transport, and they should not be allowed to be involved with women cheerleading, women's sports, and also anything not involved with women, they should not be allowed to participate in. And this really upset the LGBTQ community. They didn't really like that. They didn't like the fact of how they supposed to be have the same equal rights like everybody else does. So they should be allowed to chill with the women. They should allow to chill with the men, and there should be no form of scrutiny. But remember, with Trump signing into the bill that no, all the LGBTQ community or any trans person need to have their own form of sports. So a lot of people felt that there was a win on the comment. As you can see, a lot of people felt that was a win, but other people were saying, no, that's not a win, because we should be able to have equal rights. Because remember, the trans community, they are stating that they are facing the same thing like the black community used to face back then a long time ago when it came to aspect of segregation. These people should have the right to be involved in certain things. But if you ask me, I think they need to find out like a better policy, something with the NFL, see what they could do for them, because they do want to participate. But like just kicking them off left, right then and then, to me, that's not right. They should find something to do other than that. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Remember to click all, because we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, shout out to everybody that's watching us all across the board, Facebook, Instagram, Kick, and also Twitch. Make sure you follow. It's so very important for you guys to follow us so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to those right now watching us on Rumble and also X. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in each and every time we go live. And shout out to those right now watching us on Bingo Live and also TikTok. Can't forget you guys not very much. Oh, we got a comment from a subscriber. Shout out to you, Igor. He said this would be interesting to see how Jenna, the trans mother does Miss Universe in Canada, Trump treating in April 15, 2012. Well, we'll wish her luck. Wow. Canada doing something different. Let's see how that goes. Let's really see how that goes. Money makes the world go round, and money makes our pockets fat. So we're moving on over there, going on to Aiden Ross. So Aiden Ross finally, guys, with all these subscribers, the kick streamer and doing kicks from doing stream with different celebrities and different other people, he finally got his first highest paid sponsor. Finally. After a long while, man, this guy been working hard, man. He's over here in Miami, too. He's been working extremely hard. Shout out to him, man. Shout out to D that's in the building. Shout out to you, dog. But let's go ahead and hear Angry Ron talk about his big win.
Hey, chat. We got a sponsor. Hey, man, your boy Aiden is coming back slowly but surely. We got a sponsorship. Okay, we are sponsored, all right? We are sponsored. Stay tuned, man. You know what I'm saying? We are sponsored. You know what I'm saying? I just want to say, man, shout out to Young LA. They said they gave Aiden the biggest deal ever. The biggest deal we've ever done. And I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart, bro. Me and my boys, we all get free clothes. You know what I'm saying? I'm very blessed, bro. I'm like, oh, shit, thank you very much, man. You know, it's been a while, man. It's been a while since we got a sponsor. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while since he got a sponsor, because remember, a lot of people let him go because of certain rhetoric and certain people he had on his platform, like Nick Fuentes, Andrew Tate, all those people. So they didn't really sponsor Aiden Ross, but now he got a sponsor there because now he's starting to have more clean content, and he's staying away from the drama, and that's the best thing to do as streamers. Stay away from the drama, and I think he learned from High Show Speed and also Kai Sinet. So shout out to Aiden Ross for this big win. Right, D, congratulations to Aiden, man. I'm not gonna hate, man. The man been working hard day and night. Like you see, like he's doing things that I thought he would not be. I thought he would have been quit, but nah, he keeps going and he keeps fighting, and that's the way you got to keep going. That was it. Yeah, I'm saying Aiden getting the bag. Aiden is getting the bag, man. Shout out to Aiden Ross, man. Aiden's just doing his thing, man. Shout out to him. He's doing, and I shout out to Young LA, man, for giving that huge sponsor deal and this and that. So we moving along to the Department of Education. This is one right now is brewing up because me, King Jordan, we talking about when President Trump was talking about dismantling the Department of Education. However, with this Department of Education, is now starting to affect certain profession when it comes to architect, nurses, I think idolatrous, educators, social workers, that now they are being classified as not a professional job. You think I'm lying, folks? Let's take a watch, man. This is real. I thought it was capping, but this is real, and this is part of dismantling the Department of Education. I want to know your guys' thoughts on that one too, because there's a lot of people becoming nurse, CA, and all this, and now it's not classified as a professional job.
Deep in the throes of a nursing shortage, big questions today about a new edict from the Department of Education. The department no longer considers nursing as a professional degree, a move critics warn could shrink an already strained workforce. The reclassification will limit the loan and loan forgiveness options available to students in those nursing programs. With the country deep in the throes of a nursing shortage,
So Trump's government's coming for nurses now. Here's what's going on. He wants the Department of Education to declassify nursing as a professional degree. Advanced practice nursing, like our CRNAs, our nurse practitioners, our masters. Why does this matter? Because nursing is one of them careers that pull you up out of poverty. Gives us a great opportunity to provide for our families and for our life. Most homeowners I know, nurses. A lot of heads of households, nurses. A lot of minority women, nurses. So declassifying us as a professional practice, you thereby limit our access to funding. So you limit a lot of women and minorities women access to further climb the socioeconomic ladder. Yes, this is why it's such a big deal, gang. You think these little insidious things don't matter? They always matter, and there's always something that happens at the end of that affects people. And these type of things will affect patients, specifically patients. I'm one nurse trying to spread the word, so if you can, make as much of an uproar as you can. So Trump.
Nursing is not the only program that they reclassified and no longer call it a professional degree. Here's a list right here. Nursing, physician assistants, physical therapists, audiologists, architects, accountants, educators, social workers. The United States Department of Education under the Trump administration reclassified these degrees and no longer considered them professional because they no longer want to cover them under federal student loans.
That is correct.
So what does this mean? It does not mean that you can no longer pursue these professions. It means the federal government is not trying to pay for them anymore. So only the people that are trust fund kids or come from family that planned and saved for college would be able to take these programs because they're going to have to pay for it out of pocket. It means any students that's pursuing the degrees that we mentioned before, they will no longer have access to higher federal loan limits, which were previously available to them. They will also be excluded from specific loan forgiveness programs, and these changes will create obstacles for those who cannot afford to pay for. Nursing is not the only.
And that's the problem we're facing with it coming to aspect of dismantling the Department of Education. And D, that is crazy. I remember having a debate with one of my closest friends about this one, and I was like, no, I think it's going to restructure the Department of Education, because the Department of Education, it was all things out of whack. Like certain things was not getting a certain amount of funding, but taking away federal loans for like certain things, like for example, like lawyers, like therapists, like clinical psychologists, those are therapists, and pharmacists, like those things. That's the stuff we need now. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of people that are in those positions, and I think that's what it is. But to me, to declassify it, to me, that's not right as being a profession, because you got to keep in mind there's some people that already graduated, went to college, and also paying student loans on these professions. Now you're telling me it's not classified as a profession, and they still have to pay student loans on them after they graduated. To me, that's not right. So if that's the case, they should not pay student loans then of the people that already graduated, or people right now currently in school. So I think this is a L for the Trump administration team. I think they need to do a better job on that. I think they should reevaluate this as a whole, because China is very, very strong when it comes to aspect of the medical field. That's what they're teaching. They're teaching their kids medicine and also engineering. So and also Dennis too is in there too. So those are the things that people see in the everyday life. And like minority people don't have enough to even pay for college like that. Because college, I know back then college was only for a certain amount of people, but still, like you still got to give people an opportunity to go to college and not be able to pay. And to me, I don't understand why the United States has not been on board of making college free for everyone, like other countries are doing. I don't get it. Moving along to other financial news, guys, man. But that one, the Department of Education, I really have to talk about. So, Bandy Don speaks about pretty much his controversy about streaming with Kai Cenat. A lot of his fans over there on the Twitch side didn't like the fact that he streamed with he streamed with Tekashi 69, not Kai Cenat. Sorry about that. With Tekashi 69, so he wanted to clear the air and say, hey, it's his stream. He can do whatever he want to do. Let's take a listen.
Bank account. I jog around my neighborhood. Ain't no fucking ops looking for me, nigga. Damn, nigga can't make content. What the fuck? Oh, I forgot. Y'all super gangster. And y'all done spent 10 plus in the pen, and you stand on penitentiary rules only, right? My bad, big gangster. My bad, big super duper gangster, man. My bad. You know what I'm saying? My bad, dog. I don't have no problem with you, big street nigga. Hey. Whole time you soft for hell. Won't kill nothing, let nothing die. I know about you, nigga. Super street, super everything. You super head, super tough. Ooh, everybody scared of you. I got real gangsters ain't in here tweeting and writing in niggas chat talking about you a rat. You sold your soul. Nigga, I'm chilling, streaming, nigga, making money, cooling.
And that's what people fail to realize. Majority of the time, these streamers are making money with these people they interview. Even if it's Tekashi 69, Kodak Black, Ron Wade, anybody, they're making connection with new audience, and now they're expanding their brand. So I don't understand why people in the comment feel like, oh, you can't interview certain people. No, if you're trying to build your catalog and you're trying to let people know who you are, you're going to interview people that's very controversial, like a Nick Fuentes with Aiden Rosden, and you see how his career has taken them. So like certain people, I get why they shouldn't do it, but I understand the caveat. Remember, these people at the end of the day, they're trying to get a bag. And this is what it's all about. I would say to make your pockets fat. So anything that can make your pockets fat, as long as it makes sense, go right ahead. And I hear a lot, like they say Tekashi 69, like he's very laid back, very cool dude, and he answers all the questions. Like he's not afraid to answer all the questions. That's why if you put him on the stream, he's like another Charles White. You put him on the stream, you're gonna do numbers. It is what it is. Those are him, Blueface, and Charles White. Those guys, you put them on the stream, you're gonna do numbers. Best believe that. Moving along, last time when it comes to financial news, a lot of people been asking what's going on with Cooking with Kaya. What's going on? So she wanted to clear the air and telling people what's actually going on with her. A lot of people were speculating she was going broke. She wasn't making that money. So we're gonna talk about it. Shout out to Jabbar that's in the building. He said, "What's up, y'all? Just a quick question. Y'all should interview. Will you interview or stream with? Of course, Jabbar. That's not even a question. Of course we will. If Tekashi right now hit us up right now, it's like, yo, I want to interview. Trust me, and you know me, I'm gonna ask him them crazy questions like, hey, what's up with you with Nicki Minaj, whatever, right? Like, Shukiana. I'll go in because Tekashi at the end of the day, a lot of people say he's cool. Like he's cool to interview. Like there's no problem, there's no beef. So I don't know why like people are still feeling a certain type of way with Tekashi. I know he's still known for being a rat, but at the end of the day, Jabbar, he's still like one of the. He's cool, man. He cool, and he keep it 100. I don't know. You saw the stream where he did a live to touch the test. Look, you laughing. You already know he keep it 100. I would definitely, and I make sure I call all y'all boys there. Like, yo, let's all come and let's do this, because bro, that thing would definitely go viral. Because he's a guy that always go viral for sure. Even Dean know he a guy that definitely go viral. Trust me. Oh, I won't be surprised Anton Daniel trying to interview Tekashi 69. You know what I mean? But moving along with Cooking with Kaya finally break us silent, talking about how people spreading rumors that she's going broke and also other things, but she want to clear the air. So shout out to her. Let's listen in.
Finally have this conversation. Unfortunately, for the people who have recently been making like these 2-minute rants about me and telling me what I should have did and what I didn't do right and this, that, and the third, I've been telling y'all since March that the Facebook account and the X account impersonating me are not me. Just because you don't see me on social media anymore, because I choose not to be on the internet right now because I'm taking a break because I'm grieving my dead sister, doesn't mean I went broke. Just because we went on a trip and didn't post on social media about the trip does not mean I went to Dubai and got, you know what? We got to start making 1 + 1 = 2. If I went broke, all right, y'all, that's fine. Why would I go to social media and tell y'all? That ain't even the point. The point is, y'all thought y'all had some tea. Whole time it was piss. I'm not trying to go on this long rant, but moral of the story is stop believing everything you see. That's literally not me posting on that Facebook. That's literally not me posting on X. I mind my business. I literally mind my business. Why would I go to social media?
And she wanted to clear the air because a lot of people wonder. I was wondering too because I was like, why is she not doing content like she normally do? But ever since her breakup with the other streamer and also the death of her sister anniversary and all the things that she got going on, you know, sometimes good to take a break. Sometimes good to disconnect and then reconnect back and come out fresh and also powerful like never before. But cooking with Kaya, you know, she's a young woman. She's a young individual, young woman. So, you know, this level of visibility was too much for her and she needed to take a break. And I get it. But a lot of people was speculating that she was going broke. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I was one of the people that thought like something was going on with her financially, but it wasn't. She just needed to take a break and reevaluate everything, which is good as a streamer. As a streamer, sometimes you need to take a break because sometimes it's a lot when you're dealing with the chat, you're dealing with creating the content, creating the topic. Trust me, it is a lot of work. You guys understand behind the scene, there is a lot of work when it comes to streaming. It is. And also doing topics like these and talk about things like that, it's hard because you got to find out like, okay, what's trending, what people are talking about, what do people want to know. It's hard work. That's why I told you, to be the biggest thing on the planet, it takes work. It takes work. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Remember to click all because we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Like always, shout out to everybody that's watching us all across the board. We really do greatly appreciate you guys for tuning in on this lovely Tuesday evening. Well, pre-Thanksgiving evening, because I know right now people are at the grocery store. People are whipping up, getting ready for Thanksgiving on Thursday. And we're going to talk about that later on in the show because Trump recently just pardoned a turkey today. So that's going to be funny for you guys. So Raw Wave, you know, it's Thanksgiving. He did a turkey giveaway over there in Jacksonville. It's in Jacksonville, Florida. He over there pretty much was giving away turkey. And while he was giving away turkey, there was some young man in the crowd. And he told the young man to give up your hoodie and I give you some cash. So I'm also going to give you some turkey and also I'm going to give you some cash as well. I will not play the clip because it's music behind it. There's no really talking, but you can see that the hoodie gave up. They gave up their hoodie, the ski mask, and Ron Wade said, man, go ahead and bless them with some money. As you can see, he blessed them. And tell them to play ball, focus on your education. Ron Wade's one of the coolest. I told people from the long, the reason why I respect him a lot, he's one of the coolest guys ever. He gives back to his community. He's like another and those little kids there that was giving up pretty much giving up the game violence. Like he tried to make a difference in his community. Kodak Black does the same exact thing. These guys show love for the city they actually grew up in. But to me, if Ron Wade could stay on his track, still become a giving person, stay out of the street, he should be fine. But you know him when these with these allegations in Atlanta, he needs to stay away from that and do stuff like that, positive image like that. It looks good on him. It looks good on pretty much on his community he was involved in. But it just showed that it's Thanksgiving and people are giving. Shout out to Ron Wade for that one, man. I had to talk about that real quick. Ooh, man, things are not looking good for Nicki Minaj. People was speculating that there was a rumor, but unfortunately, when it comes to Nicki Minaj, this is not a rumor. The judge plans to force the sale of Nicki Minaj $20 million mansion to pay off the lawsuit debt, reports say. So this is coming from XXL magazine, and a court is ordering Nicki Minaj pretty much to sell her $20 million mansion to pay off a long-term debt. Who? Because I think you got a federal. I remember her husband was sued. Nicki Minaj's husband, remember he was sued, and now he has to pay up. So the judge ordered Nicki Minaj, because they married, to pretty much to pay up the debt. See, I always tell people, marriage is a business. Marriage is a business, man. So if you marry somebody, it is a business. Whatever the person owns, you own. So especially if you didn't do no prenup, so Nicki Minaj is pretty much eating up that debt, and she have to settle it in court. So hopefully, let's see what her teams do about it. But this is trending today that Nicki Minaj has to pay off that debt, right? Jabari, so shout out, respect the Wrong Wave. You know that dude is solid. He's one solid dude. Moving on to other trending news. So we talked about it yesterday. So when Mike Epps was talking about prisoners, okay, being released, how they celebrated. Blueface didn't like it because I think Blueface thought he was referring to him. But then technically, to be honest, I think he was probably referring to Max B coming out from debt. Yeah, I know, Jabari, with Nicki Minaj, that thing is sick. But let's go ahead and play that Blueface comment on pretty much him getting upset at Mike Epps.
Epps, I ain't gonna lie, when I seen that video saying that,
where my controller at?
I knew it was gonna be taken wrong. Just because, you know, people are living a certain lifestyle, and
it's not working.
I would be equivalent to somebody coming out and saying we shouldn't celebrate somebody who's on stage telling jokes. They should go to school. They should go to school and go to college and be bigger and better. We shouldn't celebrate nobody on stage telling jokes. That's clown shit, you know? I could be misconstrued as well, you know? So I think you went left, you know? People's lifestyles.
3, 2, 1,
you know?
Go!
You can't really speak on people's lifestyles, man. Anybody coming home and did things the right way and kept it solid should definitely be celebrated. If you can get on stage and tell jokes, no one man has enough power to speak on other lifestyles, you know? However people living, if they keeping it solid to that, I think Mike Epps, I think you should just stay in your place, brother. You shouldn't even speak on that type of lifestyle because you're not living that type of lifestyle. So, like I said, the best way for me to help you understand is a motherfucker coming out and saying, yo, I don't think we should celebrate comedians. They just tell jokes all day. They're very uneducated. They're very class clowns. You know, they've been a problem in school, so we shouldn't celebrate them because they're funny. You would be offended by that, right? So imagine somebody living a lifestyle that comes with jail, prison, and they come home and they get... No one man has enough power to... They should be celebrated because that ultimately what makes them want to be free and do better. So, I see where you're coming from. But at the same time, they ain't gonna fuck with that, you know? Real niggas ain't gonna fuck with that game. They should be celebrated because that ultimately what makes them want... I understand your message, brother. You don't want to glorify bullshit. I agree. We shouldn't glorify bullshit. But we should glorify change. We should glorify people staying true to their...
I ain't gonna lie, I do agree with Blueface on that aspect. We should glorify change, and we should glorify someone that's trying to make a difference in their lives. So Blueface, I do agree with him on that one. But I get it. Some people cannot relate to that type of culture. But at the end of the day, you know, it is what it is. But you can't it's just, to me, it's like it should be a balance. You know, we still want to give people that did went to prison and come out and be a change people in the community. Yes, we do want to give them praise for that, but we also want to give praise to people that graduated from college, graduated from high school, that got their own businesses, that doing stuff positive within the community. but those people that do those things don't get praised enough. Now you have a different generation where you have YN trying to change their image to the point that they're wearing like fitting clothing. They're not wearing no more hip hop. They're trying to have a certain type of image, but they're not getting praised for it. But the person that coming from prison is getting more praise than the people that's actually doing something positive right now. Don't get me wrong, prisoners at the end of the day, they still need praise. If they wanted to come out and do changes in the community, of course, give them their praise. But don't forget the other people that have been working hard too, as well, in other areas of their lives. Last time when it comes to hip hop, so Sexy Red, we ain't talk about Sexy Red in a while. So we're gonna talk about Sexy Red. Sexy Red pretty much went to White Castle and was being generous because it's Thanksgiving and was giving out money to the co-workers because the co-worker was giving her like a great love and serving her food and showing her none but love and respect. So she gave back.
I'm just her my girl. Thank you.
Some people are in the giving spirit.
Thank you, Sexy Ray. I'm just
Sometimes good, man. Some of them workers, man, that work at White Castle and them fast food joint need some love and some admiration too, man. Because some of them they working overtime, some of them working like the bare minimum, but still like when people are like a celebrity, like Shy does it all the time, but like celebrities come into those establishments and bless the workers, man. They love it. They love it, and I love it too, man. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Remember to click all, because we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, shout out to everybody watching us all across the board. We really do greatly appreciate you guys for tuning in on this lovely pre-Thanksgiving week. Not weekday. Shout out to that, man. Hey, Jabbar, I never ate at White Castle, man. It made me want to go eat that. I eat a sandwiches, the one that be at the in the freezer section, but I never been there, man. Like, I need to go check it out, man. Yeah, salute to her, man. 110%. So, you already know, before we talk about the mayor, in New York, Jabari's in New York. We talk about the mayor in New York. But first we do that, we got other trending news that we got to talk about. First thing first, we got to talk about this yesterday, but we're going to talk about this today. So, the oldest Tulsa, Oklahoma, Viola Fletcher passed away at 111 years old. Keep it in mind, folks, 111 years old. She was around since the massacre. That is beautiful. Not only that, but to live that long, 111 years old, and to think about it, she's just full of knowledge. And I'm going to do more research about her too, because I'm just curious, because that type of knowledge is just incredible. She's been around since the days when there was segregation and everything. Right, Jabbar? I'm shocked. 111 years old. I want to know what's the remedy, what's the secret, what kept her living so long, because she's seen everything. I mean, she's seen pretty much her whole family lineage. She got stories, but she no longer on this earth. God bless her, man. Rest her soul, man. She did a wonderful, wonderful thing, man. I really do. Give me 1 second. Really, really do. Man, to me, that is just amazing to see it. An older woman like that to live that long, and not only that, but to live doing like a massacre when she's seen everything, the segregation, the separation, the Malcolm X, the Martin Luther King, all these greats. She's seen them all. The Kennedys and O.J. Simpsons, all of that. She's seen it all. And now she's able to rest easy. And they're gonna do a documentary on this one, because I think that's one of the longest person that was living in the United States. I believe so. And she, she got grandkids, great grandkids. It just covered. Hey, Jabbar, I really believe that. I think that the people they ate right. They stayed out of people's business, and not only that, but I think they got a lot of rest. That's why I tell people they got a lot of rest. That's why I'm always advocating for rest. I always tell people to make sure you take your nap, make sure you get rest, take your vitamins, take your minerals, do what you got to do, man. But she got some stories. That is beautiful, man. But rest her, she can finally rest easy. She left behind her grandkids, which is probably like, because she's 11, her grandkids probably like 70 to like what, 70 to 60s. But man, that is beautiful. Shout out to her, man. Like, we forgot to talk about that yet, but that's beautiful. Now we move over here to pretty much South Florida. Over here in South Florida, a congresswoman, Miss Sheila, is pretty much being indicted to $5 million in FEMA fraud and also illegal campaign contribution. And this is over here in South Florida, the beautiful Miami, South Florida. If you know my drill. Miami's known for doing corruption, so we're gonna talk about this one.
An example of the American dream.
That was Sheila Sherfilis McCormick in 2022, when she was the first Haitian American from South Florida to win a seat in Congress. Now the Democratic Congresswoman finds herself in trouble with the law. The Department of Justice announcing she was indicted by a federal grand jury in Miami, accusing her of stealing $5 million in federal disaster money. The indictment alleging Sherfilis McCormick, 46, and her brother Edwin Sherfilis, 51, both of Miramar, worked through their family health care company on a FEMA-funded COVID-19 vaccination staffing contract in 2021. The company received an overpayment of $5 million in FEMA funds. According to the indictment, the defendants conspired to steal that $5 million and routed it through multiple accounts to disguise its source. The money
We are definitely an example of the American dream.
Prosecutors say was ultimately used to fund Sherfilis McCormick's 2021 run for Congress, disguised as candidate contributions. And she went on to win that race.
We made it.
Sherfilis McCormick represents Florida's 20th district, covering parts of Broward and Palm Beach counties. She replaced the late Alcee Hastings, who died of pancreatic cancer and was already under investigation by the House Ethics Committee in Washington, D.C. This indictment also charging an alleged associate, Nadej LeBlanc of Miramar, for helping to arrange the straw donations, as well as her 2021 tax preparer, David K. Spencer, with conspiring to file a false federal tax return. Her attorneys releasing a statement on Wednesday, writing Congresswoman Sherfilis McCormick is a committed public servant who is dedicated to her constituents. We will fight to clear her good name, prosecutors say was ultimately.
The Justice Department has indicted a Florida congresswoman alleging that she stole millions from FEMA. Her name.
Sheila. Beautiful Haitian woman. But now she's into the fraud. And the funny thing is, people always speculate, always say like Haitian people are the biggest scammers. I disagree with that. Not all Haitian people are scammers, but for her to be a congresswoman, it shows you that how there's corruption in these politicians. They'll do anything and anything to make sure they live this lavish lifestyle and not giving like the people who voted them in that type of lifestyle either. So they rob from the people. So do you ask me, do I feel sorry for this woman? Absolutely not. Because remember, you're robbing from the community that could have been helping the public of education. We already talk about that. FEMA, because remember FEMA deal with this aspect of disaster, hurricanes, food shortages, other things that people may need in that community, and you go ahead and you're taking it and you're using it for your campaign and you use it for other resources. Those type of things I do not play around against, because people actually voted her into office. A Haitian woman has that. So to me, hopefully she beat these allegations, but if the allegation is true, then she probably might spend probably 10 years in prison, probably. Allegedly, hopefully, if stuff like that is found. But this is come on, man. Come on, Broward County. Come on, South Florida. We got to do better, man. But, I love black women, but, when black women out of hand, they black women out of hand. Shout out to R.J. Trump. I like Stephen plead guilty and avoided jail time and brought. Oh, really? Border wall fraud cases. Wow, I didn't even know that. I gotta do research on that one. I didn't even know that. Wow. See, you never know what goes in, man. other when it comes to other trending news too, we're gonna talk about, man. First thing first, one thing when it comes to black women in Hollywood, when you do a specific role, sometime in Hollywood they leave you on that role. They won't let you elevate. They won't let you do something different. So let's have this beautiful Hollywood woman speak about it. She talks about it, and it shows you that Hollywood never changes.
Oscar, how does that impact your career, and how that also opened doors for you to do many things that you're doing today?
Well, my winning an Academy Award came at the very start of my career. It was for the very first film that I had done. So it really did set the paces for everything I've done since. But what's interesting is that after I won that Academy Award, you think, oh, I'm gonna get lead roles here and there. Oh, Lupita, we'd like to play another movie where you're a slave, but this time you're on a slave ship. Those are the kinds of offers I was getting in the months after winning my Academy Award. And it was a very tender time because, the world there's an expectation for you and your career. So there were think pieces about, is this is this beginning and end of this dark-skinned black woman, African woman's career? And I had to deafen myself to all those pontificators because at the end of the day, I'm not a theory. I'm an actual person. I like to be a joyful warrior for changing the paradigms of what it means to be African. And if that means that I work one job less a year to ensure that I'm not perpetuating the stereotypes that are expected of people from my continent, then let me do that.
An actor of color shouldn't and doesn't need to play a gangster, a slave, or any other stereotypical role thrown their way in order to maintain the facade of being employed. Okay, so in a recent interview, Lupita Nyong'o was asked how winning an Oscar impacted her career and what doors it opened for her in the roles that she starred in post-winning. And the reason why I do this is because, yes, sis has starred in Black Panther, Us, A Quiet Place, but how certain studio execs can watch her performance in 12 Years a Slave, which she won Best Supporting Actress for in 2014, I want to say, and be like, okay, you played this character in this film, beautiful, career-defining, gut-wrenching. Let's take it up a notch. Instead of playing a slave on land, how about we take it to the high seas? If Lupita wasn't dark-skinned, there would be no pigeonholing, and her career trajectory post-Oscar win would have been giving Jennifer Lawrence. I know this is the type of subject matter that makes for a very interesting comment section, but we are past the point in denying that colorism was and still is impacting Hollywood casting. An actor of color shouldn't and doesn't.
So shout out to Hakeem. Puss Hakeem, you there?
I'm right here. Can you hear me?
What's going on, man? Shout out to you, man. Yeah, shout out to your mom. Happy birthday to your mom. A lot of people in the comments.
Thank you.
Happy birthday to your mom. You feel me?
Thank you, man. Today's my queen's birthday.
So, and I thought you were taking the day off. I told the guy,
hey,
man.
Listen, my mama know I'm back on my bully. We just said happy birthday, so I got to get back on my bully.
Shout out to Hassan. That's also in the building. I forgot to give you a shout out, Hassan. That's also in the building. So, Hakeem, I don't know if you saw the video I was playing. What's your thought of
So, Ron.
Yeah.
Lupita Nyong'o, yeah? And they say she's being pigeonholed. So, Ron, I want people to understand, this is America. America was created by white folks. Hollywood was created by white folks. What are we mad about? They teach us how to make our own movies. Make your own movies. Stop trying to force these white people to love you. That's the point. Like, we had black exploitations. We had our own movies. So now you say her career trajectory, why she not starting her own production, putting her own movies in?
That was one of my comments I was just about to say. I said, you have enough money now, you can start your own filming company. You can create your own movie now. And not only that, a lot of people not even in Hollywood. A lot of people doing their own thing, like creating their own film on YouTube, TikTok. She could use different platforms, and she's from Africa. You know how many actresses and actors?
Oh my God. Hey. How many movies Will Smith put out on his own?
Say it again.
How many movies Will Smith have put out on his own?
Oh, a lot.
A whole lot.
Kevin Hart too. Kevin Hart
they have his own production, so they're not even worried about winning Oscars and stuff because they're making money. They're getting streaming money. So, and like, if people still stressing that Hollywood is still colorist, it's supposed to. It's created by white folks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna want a snow bunny on the movie. It's their shit. Go start. Go start Bollywood. You see, look, the Indians don't even care because they started Bollywood. That's $1 billion business. Nigerians got Nollywood. You don't see them crying over here trying to come over here, and they got mega stars where they at.
But I think the problem is, I think they're trying to change Hollywood when they realize that
No,
Hollywood is never going to change.
no, 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 no. Yeah, no, we need to leave Hollywood just the way it is. Let these good white folks do what they is, and I'm gonna go deal with some black folks to make some movies.
Man, good in, man. You came in with that fire.
Yeah.
And see, everybody say happy birthday to your mom. Hassan say happy birthday
Thank
to
you,
your
man.
mom. You know what I mean? We gotta
Man,
show
I
some love
appreciate
to
that.
Chaos, Mrs. Chaos. You know what I mean? We gotta show some love for that. Okay, you already know we got other trending topics. I came in, I was holding the show down while you was gone, man.
Yeah, you know, you was
You know what I
killing
mean? People thought I couldn't hold the show down, but I thought we gonna hold the show down, man.
it.
Moving on to the main topic of today's show. So, New York, new elect mayor was Zohran Mamdani.
Yeah.
Met up with Donald Trump a couple of days ago, and let's see what they had to talk about. Jabari's in New York. So we're gonna see, okay, Jabari, let's see what that guy Mamdani had to say.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Overnight, President Trump lavishing praise on New York City's mayor-elect Zohran Mamdani after months of trading attacks and insults.
I think you're going to have, hopefully, a really great mayor. The better he does, the happier I am.
Just weeks ago, Trump had warned the 34-year-old Democratic socialist would destroy the city. But now the two men smiling, joking, and shaking hands in the Oval Office.
I feel very confident that he can do a very good job. I think he is going to surprise some conservative people, actually.
Mamdani says they focused on the issue that fueled his victory and even drew some Trump voters, the cost of living.
The 8.5 million people who call our city their home, who are struggling to afford life in the most expensive city in the United States of America.
For months, Trump branded Mamdani as an extremist, but not anymore.
I met with a man who's a very rational person. I met with a man who really wants to see New York be great again.
Reporters pressing Mamdani on calling Trump a fascist. But in a stunning moment, the president jumping in to help.
Are you affirming that you think President Trump is a fascist?
I've spoken about... That's okay. You can just say yes. Okay. Okay. It's easier. It's easier than explaining it. I don't mind.
And the billionaire president asked if he'd be comfortable living in New York under Mamdani.
Yeah, I would. I really would. Especially after the meeting. Absolutely.
What makes you comfortable?
We agree on a lot more than I would have thought.
But guys, the big question is this. Do these warm feelings last? Because remember, it was just weeks ago when the president was threatening to withhold federal funding and to send federal troops into New York City if Mamdani won the election. And that meeting yesterday focused more on issues of shared concern like affordability, not their deep differences around crime and immigration. But no question, that was a shocking scene, and Trump making it clear he not only respects but even admires Mamdani's political success, Rachel.
Yeah, many people were very surprised to see how that played out. All right, Selena Wang in Washington for us. Selena.
I can't. What's your thoughts on that? Because remember, they said they wasn't working together. Now they working together. So I can't.
Hey,
Mamdani working with Donald Trump.
Bro, this is a power play.
It is.
And this is a power play. This also makes me question. And I want to ask you: is Mamdani really a socialist, or was he playing with us?
I think he was playing with the city of New York. I don't think he was at all. He trying to fit in. I think he did that so he could get reelected. So he could get elected.
Yeah.
Get elected. Pretty much.
I'm starting to think that too, because he said if you agree with Trump, then you agree on a lot of conservative views. You feel what I'm trying to say? So
this is big. This is a big move. This is a big
oh
move.
my God.
You will have billionaires and millionaires moving right back to New York. Remember 50 Cent tweeted he was going to move from New York. So they were like, hey, wait a minute. So all these billionaires and trillionaires are trying to leave. So they're trying to say, hey, let's work with Trump and let's get back in New York. And that was exactly what's going to happen. This is a big move for Madonna.
This a power play. I wasn't expecting this, Ron. I was not expecting it.
Me either. So
I
I
was.
think this go. And remember, New York, President Trump even stated they said they want to see New York turn red, and I think New York never turned red. Never turned red. So if that happens.
I think this is going to happen too, because if this shows voters that if Mamdani can convince the president, and this also going to tell the MAGA people that Mamdani, if they get a cosign from Trump, now we can meet in the middle. You feel me trying to say? He's going to be the leader of the Democratic Party. This also might propel him to be president one day. Mamdani.
Yep. If he do the way he's doing it, he's moving on the right track. He definitely is. He's moving on the right track. Moving along to the trending news, I think this is great. I think this is a huge win for New York. Now millionaires and billionaires are gonna feel comfortable. They're gonna move back, and now President Trump said, "Hey, I'm going back there." So they said, "Okay, if the billionaire president's going there, why not we?" Good move for Mamdani, man. I told people political is really a game, man. They understand the game, man.
It is.
They gotta know how to play it. Yep. They even said, they said, "Yep, meet in the middle." They're gonna meet in the middle. Moving on to the middle, Hakeem, this one right here is pretty much controversy. I don't know, you may like it, but I like it. Simone Blast pretty much revealed that she did breast augmentation. So she added breasts to her look, and she looks great, but a lot of people didn't like it. They said, "Hey, she tarnished her image because she's an Olympian. What is she doing?"
Oh man.
Let's talk about it.
What everyone has been waiting for, let's talk about it. I got my boobs done June 16th. But I know everybody wants to know, who was the doctor, where did I get them done, did I do over and under, and what size implants did I do? I got them done in Houston, Texas by Dr. Kriti Mohan. She's the best. I decided Under the Muscle was going to be the best option for me based on my inspiration photos to get the most natural look. The question everybody wants to know, what size was your implants? 310, high profile, extra filled, silicone. For reference, I am 4'8", 105 pounds. I also have very broad shoulders. My shoulders are quite literally the biggest part of my body. How long was recovery? Y'all lied. This shit hurts so bad. Everyone's like, oh my God, after my surgery, I was up and at the movies, at the mall, I went shopping. Hell no. Your girl could not move by herself. So I did take the full 2 weeks, and I'm glad I did because my recovery was rough. Not in the aspect of okay, what everyone has been waiting for. Let's talk about it. I got, but more so the very first day, like, John, and I know everybody wants to know who was the doctor, where he had to over physically lift me up. I got him done in Houston, and take me to the restroom. My doctor, Kriti Mohan, she's the best. Decided Under the Muscle was going to be the best option for me, based on my inspiration photos to get the most natural look. Really hurt me. The question, and they were to my neck, and I did freak out, and I did talk to my doctor, and I was like, take them out, they need to be smaller, blah 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 blah. Because they look. For reference, I am 4'8", 105. But now I also have very broad shoulders. Would you have gone 1 inch each, and they look really good. And that is it. Let me know if you guys have any more questions, and I'll answer them in the comments.
Go ahead, Hakeem. What's your thoughts on her getting her breast done, and how you think? You think it was a win for her or L?
Honestly, man, I feel guilty even say it. I like it. She looked more like a woman. Yeah, she looked more like a woman. Because before, I could kind of understand why she did it. Because, her flat chested did make her look very tomboyish. She looked more feminine in this picture. She grown, she could do it, but I would be lying and said that didn't help. I'm sorry.
You got to keep in mind too, for her being an Olympian. Remember, they burn a lot of calories. So
yeah.
And remember, they work out a lot, so her chest is gonna form like a boy's chest. For her to make her feel like a woman again, to me that's great. And I think this is a win.
I like it though. It make it listen. Looked at that. I was like, damn, she's something that should be hollered at right now.
She is hollered. She talked to a basketball player, I believe. No, sorry, NFL.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah. You know what I mean? I know, you know what I mean, but I'm saying because before I didn't find her attractive. I'm like, okay, she looked like somebody tomboyish sister. But now she looked like, yeah, she could get it.
Moving on to other trending news, man. Yeah, she can. Moving on to the trending news. So people wondering what's going on with P. Diddy. P. Diddy's right there, and he's back, and he's well. He's doing his normal thing. You can see him. Hakeem, he's doing good. He's happy. He's smiling. I don't know. He looked like he's about to snap.
They need to let that man out, man.
He looked like he was about to lose it. But Hakeem, your thoughts on seeing P. Diddy? He's all white. He got to know he let himself go. Go ahead. Your thoughts on it. I give you that.
Man, yeah. So look, that man. Let me tell you something. That man has did his time. That man has did his time, and I think they should let him go, bro. I think this is a force now. They're just trying to flex muscles. Like, let's stop trying to be big bad wolf. Let that man out of jail.
No, but you know, Christian Combe, I think spoke to DJ and say P. Diddy gonna be home sooner than you think. So be on the lookout for that. He's gonna be home sooner than you think. So you gotta be on the lookout for that, man. So you know, time is against us, but we got other stuff we gotta talk about. First thing first, moving on to JT. Joe, I think JT was the opener for Young Jeezy. However, she didn't like.
You talking about from the City Girls?
Yeah, she didn't like how the audience was pretty much treating her. So she had this to say.
Boy, anyways, I want to make my official retirement from the OG community. I will not be doing no more shows for you know, I'm done. But I had so much fun, and I cannot wait to see the legends hit the stage. Good night.
They didn't show her love, respect. She didn't like it. She got upset and then walked off the stage.
So she said she's not doing no more shows ever, or just for where?
Like doing shows for like OGs, like a Lil Wayne or Jeezy.
So
because people don't really know her like that.
So here's the problem that JT and a lot of these other rappers don't. If your music is not for everybody, so like, and we gotta blame Jeezy for putting it on there. But I'm gonna tell you what usually happen, Ron. When they can't, like, they can only afford Jeezy, so they can't put another big act on there. So they'll get smaller acts to fill in. But the problem is, they need to put acts that make sense. If I was running the show, why would I get a JT? But I know you can get her for a couple thousand. I would have got.
I was about to say it's cheaper.
It's cheaper. But you know who's hot right now in Atlanta? Billy Gang Cushioning, the white boy looking with the beard. I would have added him onto the bill. I would have added some other Atlanta dudes who are popping. Why are we adding this girl who music they ain't gonna resonate? Not only that, you're adding a girl to a gangster dude set.
I don't understand. Yeah, exactly. I didn't understand that, but like you say, they got it for a cheaper cost, and I think they felt it was gonna be like a right business move. But you do stuff like that, if the OG crowd don't know who she is, they're not gonna celebrate. They're not gonna stand for. And as you can see, that her music is kind of dry a little bit, so a lot of people is not like gonna be hip to it. Now I think probably they got a Sexy Red probably want to be a different crowd, but remember, these are OG crowd. These are people that's 40 and up.
40 and up, yeah. And this is some gangster shit. Sexy Red wanted to work either too. You would have had him, Future, but you can't afford Future and Jeezy on the same bill. They're too expensive.
Too expensive. Moving on to other trending news before we head up and out of here. So like I told you, today Trump did an annual turkey Thanksgiving prep, and instead of partying on Diddy and Boozy, he partying a turkey.
Oh my God.
Boy, I don't get these people, man. These people are weird. But let's go ahead and let me show you.
I just want to tell you this very important. You are hereby unconditionally partnered. These are the largest turkeys ever presented to an American president, over 50 pounds each. It's the largest we've ever had. Those are big turkeys. Are they as good as the normal sized turkey? Better or as good? Do they tend to be a little fatty, maybe? The turkeys being pardoned today go by the names of Gobble and Waddle. When I first saw their pictures, I thought we should send them, well, I shouldn't say this. I was going to call them Chuck and Nancy.
Oh.
But then I realized I wouldn't be pardoning them. I would never pardon those two people. Terrible situation caused by a man named Sleepy Joe Biden. He used an auto pen last year for the turkey's pardon. So I have the official duty to determine, and I have determined that last year's turkey pardons are totally invalid. Gobble.
There you go. Gobble is free.
Oh my God.
Well, is it Thanksgiving tradition? So your
Yeah.
thought on Gobble being free?
Man, this is a comedian, man. Trump, you gotta let a guy, man.
You
As much as you want, you gotta love him, though. He's the most comedic president we've ever had, though. Like he's making it. But also, too, I wanted to point out something. A lot of people got hate for him, but you know what I mean? He has done some things that's personally affected people that are benefiting them, Ron. And I wanted to point this out. I have a friend who's on Social Security, and they told me that their Social Security checks is going up. So now they're going to be able to afford getting an apartment.
That's what's up.
You see what I'm saying?
The golden age is here. I keep telling people.
Yeah. So when they told me that, I was like, wow. And it was like, yeah, I just got notification. So all that money they've been saving, now people who really are disabled, who really are retiree, money gonna go up. I haven't even checked if my mom and dad money is gonna go up, but this is a friend of mine who told me that, and they say because they was looking for an apartment in Miami, how expensive it is, but now they're gonna be able to afford it because they got an increase on their Social Security.
Wow, that's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. But I'm telling you, I want to tell people the golden age is here, and it's gonna get better than better before. So you know, that was it. You just gotta give it some time. Remember, in the beginning, it's gonna be shaky. It's gonna be rocky. It's gonna be like stuff that you don't understand. But let's see how it is in a long haul. But Haki, I know you wasn't here when we were talking about the dismantle of the Department of Education. You know, like a certain job is not considered being a profession anymore. Like
okay,
we talked about it. Yeah, certain jobs like nurses,
yeah,
therapists, like pretty
Yep.
much they're not gonna have federal aid anymore. So we talked about that earlier on the show, but people are upset about it, and I am upset about it too because remember people still pay student loans on those things,
that
on those careers.
you're right. You're right. Now that's an upset. I do feel that's messed up, but I'm not gonna lie to you, and people might think I'm an extremist, but the Department of Education needed to be dismantled. We are not catching up to England, China, Singapore, Thailand, to a lot of these places, or India, who blew past us in education. We have a big illiteracy rate, and a percentage of our kids don't even graduate high school. So you tell me how this is benefiting us, and we're focusing on the wrong careers.
No, but we need more nurses. We need more doctors.
No.
China's already doing that. They're already ahead of the game when it comes to nurses, doctors, and engineering. But
No,
if you dismantle and not getting federal aid, remember people not able to go to college is very expensive. Like you fail to realize, like people not able to go to college.
No, you're right. I got student loans now, so I know what you're talking about.
So it's like, you know, if you dismantle it, then people that's going to college now won't get federal aid. So now they got to come out of pocket. How? And now you're saying that there's certain jobs not a profession.
Yeah, now that's crazy. Now that I'm not agreeing. That I'm gonna agree with you on that. I don't agree with that, but I do believe that the Department of Education needs to be dismantled.
No, I do. I think Department of Education needs some work done, but any department needs to have some structure. But everybody keeps saying, okay, what is the plan? And he have not yet gave us the thin lines to that. Shout out to Chicago Red Lights in the building. Last topic on today's show. So Hakeem Kevin Hart was asked whether he would have a gay son or a daughter, a thought daughter, and he was more confused than ever. He was like, "Why are you asking me that question?" But That's a question the person wanted to ask him, a podcast wanted to ask him. Chicago really say Sapas.
The thinker. Maybe you should just ponder on that for a second.
I have a gay son or a thought daughter.
I would rather have 2 healthy kids. Like, it doesn't matter to me. Two healthy children. And the fact that you have to, like, put them in those categories says a lot about who you are.
Oh, no, don't you dare!
No, I'm just telling you, I think the real problem is in the thinker, not the answer.
Would you rather have a gay son or a thought? Which do you give less of a fuck about, gay rights or women's rights?
Well, first and foremost, rights are rights. You should care about them all. Everybody has a voice, and everybody deserves to be heard. What I want to do is be a part of the change that the world desperately deserves, and hopefully get us to a point where we're all on the same accord. Answerer.
Go ahead, Hakeem. Do you agree with Kevin Hart and what he's saying? And now that is comment.
I'm 100% agree with him. Let's stop playing semantics. Let's stop playing word salads. Let's stop trying to create a viral moment. People, listen, we all got our own views and stuff. Me personally, love is love. You do your thing. But if it's my kids, I'm going to love them regardless who they are. Some things I might not agree with, or from a personal level. That does not going to mean I'm not going to love them. So I'm all for rights, no matter who the rights is. And I just want healthy kids as well.
I'm saying here, I do agree with Kevin Hart when he's saying you got to love them. Even though you may not agree with certain lifestyle they're doing, at the end of the day, they're all your kids, and you just got to love and respect and respect the decision what they're trying to make. Even though you may disagree with it. But this one right here, Kevin Hart was just completely confused by this interview. Evelyn, she wasn't wrong for asking that. Remember, I think because remember, most of these guys, before they come on the show, they do a pre-show. They pretty much tell them the question they're going to ask them. Do they feel comfortable? Do you not feel comfortable? That's how they do things now because they want to avoid as much lawsuit as possible. So they always do a pre-show. Because we used to interview people all the time. We used to send them questions and then they'll come out and say, no, take this out. We want this one. We don't want that one. That's pretty much how it goes nowadays. So,
but Ron, that was a trick question to try to create a viral moment to see if either he was sexist or homophobic. If he said, no, I want to, you know what I mean? If he said I didn't want a thought daughter, then it was gonna be like, oh, you don't care about women's autonomy over their body and women's rights to be free, sexually free. And if you would have said something about gay people, it would have been like, oh, you're transphobic or you're homophobic. So he precisely answered that question correctly.
He did. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Remember to click all because we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, shout out to the 70 people right now watching us on Bingo Live. Shout out to those right now watching us on Rumble, X, TikTok, Kick, Twitch, Facebook, Instagram. We really do greatly appreciate you guys for really, really turning in. Shout out to Big Gear Conversation that was also watching us on Instagram, and also Nephew, who's also watching us on Instagram as well. And shout out to Lady Patriots right now watching us on Rumble. We really do greatly appreciate you guys so very much. And shout out to all the new users, new subscribers to the channel that come through, showing us love and support, making sure you hit that like button, making sure you hit that subscribe button, making sure to hit that notification bell so you never miss it when we go live. Like always, guys, it's so very important. Go to KL Culture Radio description. In the description where you can find the KL Culture Radio store. That's where we have the KL Culture Radio merch, the hat, the t-shirt, you name it. It's all in the KL Culture Radio store. And also on top of the chat. And also if you right now watching us on Vertical Live, you will see like a little like t-shirt. Click on it and lead you all over there to the merch. So go ahead, grab some merch. So when we go live, you can wear your t-shirt with me, with Hakeem, with Jordan. So because we really do greatly appreciate you guys. You guys making KL Culture Radio the biggest thing on the planet. And also, guys, so very important. Go to KL Culture Radio community post. That's where we leave important information like this coming Thursday, which is Thanksgiving Day. We will not be going live because we will be spending time with our family and our friends and our loved ones. I hope you guys do the same. Stay away from social media and go outside and enjoy the good life, the good fresh air. Like President Trump said, the good big fat turkey. Enjoy it. Enjoy it on this Thanksgiving. Pretty much one more day before it's here. And also President King book, Raising King, and also Black Love is out now. So guys, go ahead and copy yourself a copy, a good Christmas gift. And also President King album that's out now. And he's working on a new album that's about to get ready to drop on December 12th on his birthday. So be on the lookout for that one. Like always, guys, we really do greatly appreciate you guys for always coming through, showing the love and the support, hitting the like button, hitting that share button, and making sure you're hitting that subscribe button so you never miss us when we go live. Like always, thank you for tuning in to KL Culture Radio on this lovely Tuesday evening. We will see you guys tomorrow on Wednesday. We over, like always, thank you for tuning in to KL Culture Radio. We over and out.